Says the population of rabbits oscillates 26 above and below an average of 124 during the year, hitting the lowest value at t equals 0 in January. Find an equation for the population in terms of t months since January. So we need our equation is most likely going to be of the format y equals, or you could, okay, we'll use their notation. P of t equals, okay, just another term for y, right? P of t stands for one variable alone, just the y coordinate. P of t is equal to some k, which is a vertical shift, plus the a amplitude. And it could be either sine or cosine. It hits its lowest at 0 here. It says hitting the lowest value in January. So it's better to do this cosine. Yeah, however we could write it, it's a sine, right? And then b, and then x minus h, and then that's the format of this equation. So we just have to find the k, the midline, and we have to find the a, the amplitude, and we have to find the b that's based on the period, and we have to find the h if there is an h. Now, just drawing a rough sketch of this, they're saying that it hits the lowest at time equals 0. So it looks like it would hit its min value, be climbing, hit 0, hit its max, and then come back down. Which one of the equations, I'll draw 4 of them, right? The sine looks like a hill and valley. The negative, this is regular sine. Then the flip of that is negative sine. And then cosine starts at a max, goes to min, back to max. And then negative cosine is the flip of that. So it'd start with a min, go to max, and go to min. So which one of the 4 starts with at its min value on the y-axis? Or when x equals 0, it's starting at its min value. Which one does that? Well, there's only one, the cosine. Negative cosine. So it is a negative cosine here. So I can change this to negative. Now we need to find the midline. To find the midline, it is just the line which it's oscillating above and below. So I can just tell it's saying it's going 26 above and below, and all that means 26 above it and 26 below this line of 124. So that means that is our midline. So that's also equal to k, 124. Okay, then A is the amount in which it oscillates above the midline. And they say it oscillates 26 above. So that A is 26, so minus 26. Cosine. It sounds like the population of rabbits oscillates below and below during the year, hitting its lowest in January. So they're not really clear here that it could actually oscillate several times during 1 year period, but like I'm going to assume that it only does one full rotation in 1 year. So I'm going to assume that the period is equal to 12 here. That they should have been more clear that like it goes through one full cycle in 1 year, which would be 12 months. So, but I'm just going to assume that that's true. There. So if I do that, then I need to find b from the period, I need to use the equation. The period equals 2 pi over b. That's what I remember. And then I remember from this equation, I can flip that and say that b is equal to 2 pi over the period. the period we just said was 12. So then that reduces to pi over 6. So B is pi over 6. Now we have to think about, was there a horizontal shift? Now, see, if you're starting on the y-axis, if the function at where it intersects the y-axis is something other than 0, or the min or max, then a vertical or horizontal shift has taken place, right? Because if we focus on the y-axis where the time is equal to 0, and what the height of the function is at that point in time. If it's 0 or on the midline at that point in time, then you're going to use the sine function. If it's either at its min or max when time is equal to 0, then you're going to use the cosine function, right? So I'm noticing that it is hitting its minimum when the x-axis is equal to 0, or when the time is equal to 0 here. So that means there's no horizontal shift. Horizontal shift of 0, or that x minus 0 will just be x, so it'll just end up being pi over 6x. So this is our equation. And let me just double check that. Okay, just one correction here, that like I should use t because we're talking about time, so they want us to use the t variable, but whatever. But yes, and because I said p of t over here, I should be consistent with having a t variable there. But yes, this is what they wanted. Then what if the lowest value of the rabbit population occurred in April instead? So that would mean that this is shifted, right? If they want to call January is right here, is 0 on the x-axis. And then if the lowest value occurred in April, then it wouldn't be occurring in January, it'd be occurring 4 months later, right? So this minimum would have to move 4 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would be relocated to the new spot right here, right? And then every single point on here, and I just focus on the main points where it's 0 and where it's hitting its min and max, this is going to be moved 4 spaces over, which it should be hitting its max in 4 spaces. Because like I said, so my graph isn't that great. So every 4 spaces, it should be hitting its max right there, then 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be coming back to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be going down to its min. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be going back to 0, right? So there's crucial points where it's the min and max, and where it hits 0, I'm going to move those crucial points so that we can see what the graph is going to look like. So I'll use blue here as it got moved 4 spaces. This is going to get 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 moved 4 spaces. And this is going to get moved 4 spaces. So it's going to create this equation. Okay, that'll be our new equation. And all that happened is we shifted it to the right 4 spaces, because January to April. So then the H is no longer a 4. So I would just come in here, and instead of, we should have said variable is t. So the only thing that changes is this was, this was okay, because it moved in the positive, it's +4. So I plug in +4 and it should be opposite from what you see. It moved in the +4 direction, so we see -4 when we look at the actual equation. Okay, so that's the only change. It just had a horizontal shift. Okay. Okay, I think I may have miscalculated this. Okay, let's do this. January, February, March, April. Right? Okay, so January is 0. January is 0. February is 1. March is 2 and April is 3. So oops. I wasn't thinking that. Sometimes you have to literally label it on the number line. So I'm sorry, it's actually moved 1, 2, 3 spaces. So not 4 spaces. So it's actually a 3, not a 4. Oops. I was thinking April was the 4th of the month, but hopefully if you made the same mistake, now we know we corrected it. All right, have a great day. Great night. Hope this helps you. Bye.